All right, so we have Queen of Cups in the reverse. We have Queen of Swords in the reverse. And we have the Nine of Pentacles. Interesting. Definitely strong feminine energy here. You're feeling very independent, Libra. You're feeling very strong on your own. You're giving yourself lots of self-love and support. I also feel like you may be speaking a little bit harshly. It's interesting, there's like a balance here of you giving yourself lots of self-love. I feel like in regards to like maybe exercising or practicing, like doing spiritual practices, like meditating, maybe reading tarot, journaling. But then I feel like you might be speaking a little bit harshly to yourself with your words. So it's an interesting balance there. But I think you're being honest with yourself is more what it feels like, rather than talking negatively. You're just being honest with yourself about some things that you need to work on, some improvements you need to maintain or make. But overall, I feel like your energy is in a very good place with this Nine of Pentacles, okay? Because that's somebody who's very independent and doing well on their own, usually a single person. Yeah, I feel like you're in a really good place where you're just, loving yourself and being honest with yourself. Just make sure when you are speaking to yourself, even if you're speaking a truth, that you're not harsh with your words. All right, so why is the Queen of Cups in the reverse? Yeah, Three of Pentacles in reverse. Some of you may have recently broken up with somebody, ended a relationship, and even though, Ace of Cups in the reverse on the bottom. So even though that was probably a difficult thing, I think you recognized it was a necessary thing and you feel good about it. That's just for some of you. Others of you just may have put up boundaries at work or with friends, family, but it just feels like you're really taking time to be with yourself. Why is the Queen of Swords in the reverse? Yeah. Okay, so yeah. So Ace of Swords in the reverse with the Temperance card. You are finding clarity in the parts of you that are still lost and confused. I think you're doing well, okay? But you're actually taking the time to reevaluate parts of you that you hadn't really paid attention to before, maybe understanding why you were in a relationship for so long or why it didn't work out. I believe this was the message that came in the full moon lunar eclipse reading, I'm pretty sure, where people are really taking time to analyze why their lives have gone in a certain direction, why things didn't work out. And that takes a lot of self-honesty so that you can work on these problems so it doesn't happen. Like, so when you go into a new cycle, say forth in a new relationship, so you're not repeating patterns. Okay, it's a really good thing to do. It's hard to do, but it's a good thing to do. And why is the Nine of Pentacles here? Yeah, see? Queen of Wands. You're in your bad bitch energy. Feeling very confident on your own. You're standing very tall. We have the world. You're embarking on a new phase of life. And actually, I believe this came up in your reading, not last week, but the week before, where you were just feeling very carefree. And I think the more you do this, the better you feel. You're like, I can be on my own. I can be a strong, independent man or lady. I don't need to be in a relationship. All right, so what else does Libra need to know in regards to their reading today? What I feel, like I said with this Three of Pentacles, it feels like you ended a relationship or something came to an end. And it was much more of a weight lifted than you thought it was going to be. And it's just making you feel very light and happy and confident within self. Oh. All right, so we have the Knight of Swords in the reverse. We have the Knight of Cups in the upright. And then we have the Eight of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, I think you released yourself from some sort of situation. Interesting, we have Judgment in the reverse on the bottom. This card has come up in almost every reading I've done this week in the reverse. And to me, it's signifying the delay of a new energy cycle, a new phase of life, something that the universe has been put on hold for you for a reason. Okay, and what I'm getting here with the second row is you cut something out of your life to make room for something else. Okay, and then this Eight of Swords, I was just saying that you ended something, feels like with somebody, but it could have been like something else, like a job or a bad habit or addiction or even something like that. That you thought it was going to be more difficult and more of a burden to end it, when it's actually been the opposite. It's freed you up. You were not trapped in that situation. And you're just getting this energy of feeling very light and free, and like your mind is able to think about other things now and do other things now. But whatever it is that you removed, it's opening up for this Knight of Cups here. Could be a new romantic partner coming in, a soulmate offering you like a sincere cup of love. It could be a job offer that you've always wanted, or taking on like new hobbies that are very satisfying to you emotionally. But yeah, whatever you cut out has closed the door to the past and is opening a new one to the future here. And yeah, so why is the Knight of Swords in the reverse? Yeah, there's that King of Wands. You, like, yeah, and Three of Swords. All right, it's not to say that what this was you cut out didn't make you sad or wasn't hard, but it wasn't as difficult as you thought it was going to be. Okay, and we have Six of Cups on the bottom in the reverse here. So, like, yeah, there's somebody from your past that you finally let go of. And then with the King and Queen of Wands here, that's a power couple. But that's also you, again, taking, like, charge of your life. This was kind of a message that was coming through on Gemini, but it was a little bit different. Like, the scenario was different, but the message of taking charge was kind of similar here. But there's a power couple. And then I was talking about with this Knight of Cups, some sort of, it feels like, for those of you that left a relationship, it opened the door to a soulmate, is what it feels like. But this King and Queen of Wands are a power couple. They take charge, they stand tall, they're very confident and self-assured. And that's how you're feeling. Yes, there was some sadness about cutting this person out, but you're not letting it hold you down. The sadness wasn't as bad as you thought it was going to be. Why is it? It was almost like the release. Look, I said, why is the Son of Cups here? And then there's, I didn't finish the sentence, but there's the Hierophant. So that is basically just confirming what I just said. It's like, I was going to say, it's the relief of not being in the relationship anymore outweighs any sadness and pain that you felt from ending it. Okay. It is okay to feel sad about ending a relationship that was unhealthy. I think that's something people have a hard time getting around. It's like, well, if I'm sad, then why should I leave them? I obviously have feelings if I'm feeling sad about this ending. No, it's okay for it to feel sad, but you can also know that it's time to move on. All right, so there's the Hierophant. Spirituality, deep spirituality, union of self, but this is also a marriage card. And I was saying that this Knight of Cups felt like a soulmate's going to come in. So I feel like you leaving this person in the past is opening the door to somebody new. And I don't think you expected that, because I think you felt this person that you were with might have been somebody that was going to be there for the long haul. And why is the Eight of Swords in the reverse? And I also don't think you expected somebody new to come in so quickly. It feels like, not for all of you, because it's a general reading, but it feels like whoever comes in is going to come in a little bit fast. It was really awkward shuffling these. Okay. So we have the Hanged Man here. Again, lots of spiritual enlightenment, and then moving out of this stagnancy and kind of the sitting still that you were feeling with the Eight of Swords. It almost feels like you're moving forward now in the 3D and emotionally, but then you're also taking on some deep spiritual lessons here. I think that's why these two cards were in the reverse, because they were all talking about self-care and self-love, which is what you're doing with this, but you're not stuck in a situation anymore. It's like, you know, in the show, like when you watch TV or something, and then like the angels sing like, oh, that's what happened. It's like you ended this relationship, you walked away from it, and then the angels started singing, and you weren't expecting that. And actually, that's what Judgment is. In the typical tarot deck, it's an angel blowing their horns. They're singing to you. See, look, we have happiness and celebration here. Okay, so something has been delayed because you had to get rid of this person or situation first before this new offer could come in. And it's like spirits, we're just sitting there going, all right, Libra, in this relationship, we got somebody good for you waiting, but you got to end this first. All right, so can we get a final word of advice here for Libra on their reading, please? Final word of advice. Emotions are running high. To me, this feels like excitement. I feel like you're very joyful right now because you're this. Nine of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, Three of Cups. You're just very happy. You're very joyous. You're feeling very good about yourself. One more. I've been getting 2 cards for everyone this week, so I'll get you guys one more as well. Don't let pride get in your way. I think because this person is going to come in sooner than you expected, and because you felt very sure of this relationship you walked away from, you might get a little in your ego here when this new person comes in. Because you're like, I just left a relationship that I thought I was going to be with this person till the end. And now you're coming in and you're saying you're my soulmate. Energetically, I don't think they'll verbally say you're my soulmate, but you'll feel the energy and you might question it. Okay, but remember, you're the Queen of Wands. You have spiritual enlightenment. Trust yourself. That doesn't mean you have to dive in head first and run off and get married or anything, but just trust your feelings and kind of let things unfold as they should. Don't block the person off because of your past experience and they're coming in a little bit quick. Okay? All right, Libra, I'm going to leave it there for you. If you found it helpful, please leave a comment, like, subscribe, and share. I'm on Twitter now if you'd like to come over there and chat with me. Any information you need is down in the description box, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.